Dear me, so 12 weeks ago, I wrote myself a letter and I almost didn't open it today because I didn't know if I've kept the promise I made in it. So if you've ever felt invisible or feel like starting over is a failure, or if you've ever felt like you're behind, if you're burned out and just trying to get through the week, I want you to hear this letter too, because it was never just written for me. Hey guys, it's Rose here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is week 12 of my 90-day military calisthenic reset. And if you've been following along, you'll notice that we're not in my home basement gym because today's episode is different. Instead of walking you through my workout log, I'm gonna read you guys this letter that I wrote to myself back in week 1 before I started this calisthenic reset. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys about which parts came true and which parts I got wrong. So here's what the letter said. Dear me, dated April 26th of this year. Rebuilding the second act starts with my health, with a 90-day military calisthenic workout reset. Simple planned workout that I can adapt, weaved into my everyday routine. You're going to want to quit around week 4. You're going to be disappointed to not see immediate results. You're going to compare yourself to others who's been doing this for years. Don't. The only job you have is to show up, even when it's not perfect. And that's it. That's the whole goal. This final week, I made sure to max out every single round. For upper body, I did 5 rounds of incline push-ups, tricep dips, negative push-ups, Superman pulls, reverse no angel, and a 45-second plank. For the lower body, I made sure I did 5 rounds of squats, reverse lunges, glute bridge march, high crunch, leg raises, and a 45-second wall sit, and a 30-minute walk. And for the core day, we did 5 rounds of plank shoulder taps, bicycle crunches, leg raises, squats, and a 45-second wall sit. And the last circuit days, we did 5 rounds of plank shoulder taps, mountain climbers, squats, and plank, 3 highs and 2 low. I know it sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm not telling you this to brag, because I'll tell you, in week 1, I couldn't even finish any of this circuit. I think I said the first time I did like a negative push-up, I was struggling on rep 8. It was such a struggle to try to complete rep 8 and really pushing myself. And that was just the first round. And I'm gonna be honest, you probably have seen it in my previous videos that not every week was perfect. There was definitely some struggles along the way. There were workouts that were so hard to complete. Motivation sometimes were low, but I needed to continue to show up. And, we had some imperfect days. And sometimes a 45-minute walk turns into a 30-minute walk only. And some days that had to be enough. But here's the win underneath all the struggle. I kept showing up to the version that I could actually do that day. And that's the part that nobody tells you about consistency. It's not about doing it perfectly every time. It's about not letting one bad day turn into a habit of quitting. And if you've asked me 12 weeks ago what would get me through this, I would have said willpower. And I would have been wrong. What actually got me through this was keeping my workout plan simple, making sure that it's something that works for me, and flexible enough that when life happened, nothing breaks completely. I didn't chase the perfect program. I didn't chase the perfect plan. I chased the program that actually I could finish. And I made one thing non-negotiable. Not the perfect numbers, not the perfect form, or the perfect streak, and that is keep showing up for yourself. Some days it may look like doing a 30-minute walk instead of 45, or that walk sometimes may look more like a retail therapy. Both of those counted. Both of those days helped me keep the promise I made in this letter. So if any part of this, the letter, the struggle, the 12 weeks of imperfectly showing up sounds like it's something you need right now, subscribe, join me, because this channel is about rebuilding a second act at 47 after a layoff for 26 years of your whole identity and career that you identified yourself as gone. Here I'm showing you the realities of rebuilding a second act, one rep, one project, one honest conversation, one letter at a time. Join me. Anyway, let's get back into it. So I went back and reread this letter before I filmed this, and I noticed something. It never once mentioned how I would look or how much I would weigh at the end of 12 weeks. Never mentioned about measurements and never mentioned about the number, but instead it talked about showing up every day consistently, never quitting, don't compare myself to others, and show up even when it's not perfect. This is the same letter I could have written to myself the week that I got laid off from my 26-year career. Same letter I could have written the day I started this channel with barely any of you were watching. As I said before, this was never just about the push-ups or the workout. It's the same rebuild. This was just the room of the house where the receipt happened to be countable. So 5 rounds instead of 4, 45 seconds instead of 30, numbers I could actually point to and say, consistency and showing up, it worked. And that's 12 weeks of proof that I could rebuild my body. And now I'm about to rebuild something bigger. And here's what I'm genuinely excited about. This same principle, the simple plan, the non-negotiable of showing up, I'm about to apply it to the biggest question that I haven't fully answered. And that is, what do I do next? What do I do with 26 years of career that doesn't exist anymore? So that's the brand new series starting soon called The Unresume that I've been teasing you guys about this past few weeks. It's not a highlight reel of my old job title. It's the real version. Everything my old resume left out, it's the part that doesn't normally show up on paper, but are the actual proof of who you are. So if you've ever been laid off or pushed out, or just been quietly wondering what happens to your identity if that job disappears or that job title was taken away, then this series is for you. I pour the same honesty that I try to put into every week of this calisthenic update, and I think it might be the most personal thing that I made for this channel yet. So this wasn't the finale. This was the letter before it. Now, before you think goodbye to this reset, it's not. This letter was week 12 of my journey, but the actual finale of this series is coming next, and it's built for someone very specific, you. If you're now just finding this channel and you've never done any of this single workout before, because the finale is going to break down every single workout that I've mentioned across these 12 weeks. The incline push-ups, the tricep dips, the planks, the wall sits, the mountain climbers, squats, reverse lunges, all of it. One at a time, at a pace a true beginner can actually follow along with at home. So no experience needed, no equipment that you don't already have, just you. Just you deciding today is your week 1. If that's you, I made that video for you specifically, and I can't wait for you to see it. So if I was to write a new letter, if I was starting this today, here's what I'd say. You're not behind. There is no schedule for becoming who you're meant to be. The middle of the rebuild, enjoy that process. Enjoy the journey. The part where it feels like it's taking too long, that's not a wasted place. That's not a wasted space. That's where the actual rebuild is happening, the whole process. But the most important assignment that you have is to just keep showing up for yourself. So tell me, if you wrote a letter to yourself, whether you're starting your rebuild in the middle of it or on the other side, what would your letter say? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for spending your time and watching this journey unfold. There is so much more to come, so if you haven't already, I would love for you to join this community. please subscribe. And if you have any questions at all in the past 12 weeks that we did the military calisthenic, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to answer every single one. All right, guys, thank you. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of the week. And if you missed last week's, you can watch it right here.